right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at this really cool solo from the band Cinderella and their song Shake Me. This was from the Night Songs album back in, I think it was 86, maybe 87, I think 86 though. And this was one of those bands that got my attention on MTV. It was probably Headbangers Ball or something like that, swinging the guitars around and just the whole that whole glam look that they had on that first album. And then, interestingly enough, they kind of changed their whole vibe on the second album, Long Cold Winter, and they lost the glam look a little bit and went more towards a blues rock thing as far as the image goes. But they always kind of had that blues rock style, even from the very beginning. And this is just a good hard rock tune, and we're taking a look at the solo here. And it's in the key of B minor, and it's split between Jeff LaBar, rest in peace. You know, he was kind of an underrated player, I think. Really good player and very, very good on stage. And Tom Kiefer takes the second half of the solo. So we're going to take a look at the whole thing. And we'll get started on that in just a second. Before we get going, please check down below. And what I have is the tab for this, as well as a backing track, so you can try it out for yourself. And I've got my free sweep picking guide, Sweep Picking Boot Camp. So make sure and check those out. All right, so getting started here. This is in the key of, it actually starts out in F sharp minor, even though the song's in the key of B minor. It goes to B minor halfway through the solo for Tom Kiefer's part. So leading into the solo, it's got this kind of like an A, E, resolves to B, and then the rhythm guitar does this on the first part of the solo. And that's where it changes. And over the second part of the solo, basically playing the chords from the verse over the solos being played over that in the key of B minor. So to begin with, we have this big squeal, and I watched some footage of this of what Jeff LaBar did. It could be an open harmonic, something like that. And it sounds like about the right note, and that's just kind of at the right behind the second or the third fret. But the way I did it on the recording was just to try to get basically that same note on the with a pinch harmonic on the fourth fret on the G string, and just bend that up. And right here in the F sharp minor blues box. And we're just gonna go after the bend. And we're just playing 2 and 2 on the G and B, roll up and grab 2 on the D, and play 4 on the D, and just do that twice. Now we're going to skip up here. It's a really cool run. It's a scale run right out of F sharp minor, F sharp Aeolian, and there's a little pause, so it's on the it's in the end of 1. You're gonna come in on the 14th fret on the D string, play 16, then 13, 14 on the G, and back to 16 on the D. then 13, 14, 16 on the G. And then it's 14, 15 on the B, 16 on the G, and then 14, 15, 17 on the B. And then you're going to skip ahead to the high E string. Play this twice. Now it sounds like on the recording maybe that he meant to play it twice, but it only really sounded once. But this will help, I think, to keep the even phrasing if you play this twice rather than just one time. So it's 14 on the high E twice, and then you're going to pull off from 17 to 14, and then pull off from 16 to 14 on the high E. So that runs so far. And then you're going to play 17 on the B string, and then high E 14, and then pull off from 17 to 14 B, and then 16 G, back to 14 on the B, 17, 14 on the B. And then ending that with a bend from 17 on the high E up a whole step. And that's where the second solo comes in. So that run. Okay, now for the second part, that was Jeff LaBar's part. The second part comes in on the B minor pentatonic. So we're playing 5 and 7 low E, and then we're playing 7 and 9 on the D. And then we're doing this, and that's 9 on the D and on the G and B. Give it a little bend there and a release, just a little less than a quarter step probably. So it's then pull off to 7 and 7 on the G and B, and then set a 9 B and G, 7 G and B, end on 9 on the D. This is pretty cool. Instead of just playing unison bends, which is basically what's going on, but there's some added picking here. So unison bend meaning you're going to play 13 on the B string, 10th fret on the high E, and you're going to bend 13 up a whole step. So that 13 ends up sounding like 10. So you have a unison of the same note. But instead of just doing the unison like that and picking it once, you're going to bend that up and then pick on the high E string twice more. And do that each time that you play the unison. So the unisons go like this: 13. I'm just going to call out the lead finger here, the ring finger. The shape stays the same. So you got 13 and 10, and then we're going to move back to 12. And actually, I'll tell you the high E string too is 9. So, and these are whole step bends here. So it's 13, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's the pattern. But you're gonna pick, and then when you get to the 15, you're gonna pick that 4 times on the high E, and end it by bending 15 up a whole step on the high E string. All right, now we have this really cool pentatonic run. you can think of it like a sequence. It's a sequence of notes. And let me just call it out for you. So you're going to bend 9 up on the G string. And then you're going to play, bend that a whole step. Right in the B minor pentatonic box here. 7th fret on the high E. Then you're going to go 10-7 pull off on the B. And then 9 on the G. That's the first part of it. Okay, and then come back to 10 on the B. And play 10-7 pull off on the B, and then 9 pull off to 7 on the G. So, sorry. Now roll your finger and grab 7 on the B string, 9-7-G, 9 on the D. Okay. Roll your finger again this time on the ring finger, back to 9 on the G, and play 9-7, pull off there, and then 9-7 on the D. Okay, and then you're going to roll your index finger. Hopefully you're seeing the logic with all of this. 7-G. And then you're going to play 9-7-D and then 9 on the A. And the last pull-off sequence is 9-7-D, 9-7-A. And end it by playing 7-2-9 on the D string, and you're going to land on your root, which is the B note there. Really slow. Kind of rolls. And that's a great little sequence to work on just by itself. Okay, and then kind of a bluesy little idea here. And that's just sliding up to 11 on the G and 10 on the B at the same time. So it's a double stop. So you kind of slide into it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So play that 6 times. And then come back to 9, 9 and 9 on the D, on the G and the B, and pull that off to 7 and 7 on the G and B. And then you're going to play 9 on the D. And then you're going to do, you're going to play to finish it out. And we're going to start by sliding into that 11 and 10 double stop again 3 times, then 9 and 9 on the D and G. I'm sorry, I'll get this right eventually. The G and the B. Look at your tab. Make sure and follow the tab on this instead of my mouth, okay? And then after you play 9 and 9, you're going to play 9 and 10 on the G and B. Back to 9 to 9, GB. To 9 and 10, back to 9 and 9. One more time there, 1 each. And then you're going to play unison bend on 9 on the G and 7 on the B. So you're going to bend 9 up a whole step. So that ending should sound like this. Okay, so if I play the ending, this last lick here. All right, that's the whole solo, guys. It's really fun, a little bit challenging, I think, with the fast run at the beginning. And I was going to try and do this all in one take and combine the two parts, but it just sounded better to have that first note. I mean, the ending of the first solo, that bend still kind of hanging there. So, and of course, live, that's how they would do it with the switching off. So I ended up doing each solo part separately. So enjoy this, have fun, give it a go with the tab and the jam track, and grab that free Sweet Picking Guide, and I'll see you next time. Rock on.